Well, switching gears now, the fallout from President Biden removing most U.S. troops from Afghanistan. The administration now rushing to get 3,000 fresh troops to Kabul to help with the evacuation of the U.S. embassy, all while the Taliban is controlling a majority of the country. Joining us for more is former Chief of Staff of the National Security Council, CIA analyst and staff member of the House Intel Committee, Fred Fleitz. Fred, always great to see you. So, Fred, we're seeing the Taliban taking over much of Afghanistan. Yesterday, they captured Kandahar. How long until the Taliban take over Kabul?
Allison, good morning. This is such a catastrophe. You know, just a few days ago, the Biden administration was warning the Taliban that if you take this country by force, we're going to isolate you and there'll be no aid. But yesterday they're saying, well, if you take our embassy, there'll be no aid from the United States. I think that the embassy is going to fall quickly. The capital is going to fall quickly. I support U.S. troops pulling out of Afghanistan, but this was not the way to do it. We blindsided the government. We blindsided the military. We gave them no assistance. We gave them no advance warning. And now we have this catastrophe that is really going to damage America's image around the world.
Yeah, I think a lot of people agree, right? It was time to get out. President Trump was removing troops and trying to get out. But President Biden is being criticized for not really having a plan. Like, as you mentioned, just pulled them all out in the middle of the night. And now everyone's saying, well, you know, he doesn't have a plan. So what should the U.S. Be doing now? Should we be doing anything?
It's such a catastrophe. Right now, we're sending more troops back in to help our diplomats and troops get out. I don't know what could be done to make this better. I think we should try to look after Afghans who assisted the U.S. military in the 20 years that we've been there, take care of other Afghan diplomats who probably will be killed by the Taliban. But I think Biden has put into motion a series of events that I don't think can be stopped now. I'm just heartsick about it.
Yeah, it's really scary over there. I want to switch gears, Fred. You wrote an article for Newsmax called What U.S. Intel Community's 90-Day Assessment of COVID Origins Won't Say. Now, you talk about the origins of COVID. Now, if our viewers haven't had a chance to read it yet, what are some key points in your article?
Well, I think it's almost certain the intelligence community is not going to come up with any definitive assessment. They're gun shy when it comes to controversial topics, and they're politicized. They don't want to do anything that's going to hurt Biden. There's never going to be a smoking gun, but I think we can say with very high certainty that this was an engineered virus. There are a variety of reasons for that. The fact that it hasn't evolved the way a natural virus would before it became so infectious. And the fact that this virus came from a location where there was a laboratory engaged in dangerous biological research on coronaviruses, on gain-of-function research, and a laboratory with very weak biosecurity, to claim it came from anywhere else doesn't make any sense. And China's behavior to hide what happened at that laboratory, I think we can say with 99% certainty it came from this laboratory. And we have to now think about what can be done to stop this from happening again.
Fred, we have about 15 seconds. We've got this U.S. intelligence community that's scheduled to deliver that 90-day assessment of the origins later this month. Do you expect anything to come out of the report that we haven't heard?
No, I think it's going to be another, it might be this, it might be that. I want to see us crack down on China so this doesn't happen again. Strong sanctions. Let's stop sharing technical biological research with them until they agree to make changes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, always great to have you. Fred Fleitz, have a great weekend, sir. Thank you.
Good to be here. You too.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.